Hello everyone and welcome back to another video. Yes, me and TB are here. We're so excited, aren't we, TB? Yes, so excited. It's some more livery reveals. Oh my goodness, TB can't wait for the Alpha Tauri, can't you, TB? Yes, I don't quite know why. Anyway, let's move on, shall we? Yes, let's have a look first of all at the Alpha Tauri for 2023. Let's get my ugly face out of the way. There you go. Put it down there. Best place for it. Let's get rid of UTB for a minute because I need a hand free. So here we go then. The Alpha Tauri for 2023. Drum roll, please. Yes. One of the quickest launches ever. 23 seconds. 23 seconds to launch this car. Yes. That's basically about as much time as most of my ex-girlfriends have lasted. Insert sad piano right now. Anyway, let's move on to the Alpha Tauri. Yes, a lot of complaints about this one. A lot of complaints. The internet's gone crazy, absolutely crazy. Yes, apparently they don't like the red on the halo. They say, it looks crap, mate, it looks crap. And the overall livery gets a thumbs down from the general population. Yes, who cares about the general population? That's what I say. But yes, apparently they're not impressed. So we can see that there's a lot more red, of course, with the sponsorship there on the rear wing there, and of course on the side pods, and of course on that halo bar, which a lot of people are a little bit upset about. Also, let's have a look at the front view of the car, because a lot of people have said about that as well, that it looks hideous. And I have to say, yes, I don't like the way the Alpha and the Tauri on the front wing there is sort of spread out. That looks a bit dreadful, to be honest. A bit dreadful. Yes, absolutely bloody dreadful. But, yeah, so there it is. The new Alpha Tauri livery for 2023. Fantastic. Wowzers. Wowzers. Let's have a look back now at the Alpha Tauri from 2020. Yes, 2020. And there it is. Yes, that was the new Alpha Tauri livery because, of course, they changed their name to Alpha Tauri for 2020. So that was a look at the car back then in the day. Let's have a look now at the 2019, which of course was the Red Bull. Yes, the Red Bull Toro Rosso. What a beautiful design of car that was. Just look at the silver ball on the back there. That was just epic. That really was. But my favourite, I have to say, as we're now going to go back to the past, was, of course, the Toro Rosso from 2006. One of 3 brand new teams to enter the championship in 2006. We had Toro Rosso, of course. We also had Midland F1, which was a Russian-backed team. Awkward! Yes, we had Midland F1. And, of course, we had Super Aguri. A lot of people said was purely set up just to give Kamui Kobayashi a job. Yes. Because Honda got rid of him, but they wanted to keep him, so they basically made a team just to put Kobayashi in. Well done, lads. Well done indeed. So, yeah, that was the other team from 2006. How well did they do? Not very bloody well at all. No. They were crap. Midland were even crap. Oh, my God, Midland. Let's not talk about them. By round 15, they changed their name to Spiker F1. Yes, for the rest of the championship year, they changed to Spiker. Obviously, Midland just wasn't doing it. It just wasn't getting the panties wet for a lot of the female fans. No. Who are you supporting? Midland. Oh, God. What about if we change to Spiker? Do you like that? Do you like that, girl? Spiker. Oh, yes, Spiker. That's a name I can associate with wet panties. Spiker. Oh, God. So there you go then, yes. But for me, it has to be the Toro Rosso when they first entered. I mean, just look at that ball shape on the livery there. Just look at it. It's a thing of beauty, it has to be said. A thing of beauty. I do believe, if my memory serves me right, I'm probably going to get castigated in the comments once again because I try to remember these things from memory because I haven't got the script in front of me. No script. But I think if I remember rightly, in 2006, they had the V10 engine, which was detuned so that they could use it in the championship because everyone had switched to V8s. Was that right? I think it was. But anyway, yeah. So they had to use a detuned V10, which meant that the revs basically couldn't go to their full capacity, which was great, actually. And Anyone who's played F1 Championship Edition will know that it was a great car to start with. It really was, because it sounded like a V10, but it was only a V8. No, it was a V10, but it was detuned to make it sound like a V8. That's the point I was trying to make. So yes, there you go then. So now we've had more car launches today. Oh, more excitement, more excitement. It's now time to move on to McLaren. And there it is for 2023. The papaya car is back once again. Oh, hello, however. Hello. Welcome to my video. Thought I'd find you eventually. Yes. So there you go. There is the new 2023 McLaren car, with a huge chrome advert on the airbox now. Yes. Oh dear. Oh dear. But overall, I have to say the car doesn't look too bad. I do like this new bit here. As you can see, the way the side pod now sort of sweeps in. And we can see that in more detail if we look at last year's car, which didn't have that at all. You see, it's a lot more of a fatter profile on those side pods. You see on the 2022 car. But on this one, clearly that's swept in a lot more. Now that looks pretty decent, I have to say. Overall, the car doesn't look too bad, but looks pretty much the same as last year's as well, unfortunately. Now, of course, for me, being an old git, there's only two McLarens, and the first one is this one. Yes, of course, Ayrton Senna's 1988 McLaren. That's the livery for me, unfortunately. That's how I started my journey into Formula One, was watching those cars going around the track. And for me, there'll only be one McLaren livery, and that is it. My second favourite McLaren livery is, of course, this one from 1998, when they come back onto the scene. Well, I say back onto the scene. They were still there, McLaren, but in 1998, they completely demolished the opposition with Mika Häkkinen, of course, David Twat Coulthard as well. Yes. Absolutely fantastic performance from that car. It was unbeatable. It was 2 seconds faster than any other car out of the gates for the first round. Now, luckily, of course, the other teams started to catch up pretty quickly, Ferrari and whatnot. But when that car for the first round came out, it was 2 seconds a lap quicker. 2 seconds a lap quicker. So it was absolutely unbeatable. Mika Häkkinen was one of my favourite drivers, I have to say, because he had some real emotions in that guy. He really did have some real emotions. Who remembers him crying in the bushes? I think that was in 99, wasn't it? Crying in the bushes. Oh my goodness. It was great to see. Great to see indeed. And that to me is one of my favourite and most iconic liveries on any Formula One car. Fantastic. So now it's time for the last launch of this video, because we've reached 8 minutes, which means we can put adverts in it. It's time for the Aston... Drum roll, please. It's time for the Aston Martin. The Aston Martin 2023. And there it is. There it is, everyone. Yes. Shock. Horror. Look at that colour. Who would have thought it would have turned out that colour? I'm in shock. I'm in absolute shock. Yes, so there it is. It's an Aston Martin. Let's have a look at the 2022 Aston Martin. There. Yes. Oh, it looks a little bit worse, this one, doesn't it? But there you go. It's clearly an Aston Martin, but there's not really much else you can say about it, is there? Let's have a look at the front photo. Yeah, that's definitely an Aston Martin. Now let's have a look at an Aston Martin from 2020. Sorry, I just had to get it in. Yes, of course, in 2020 they were Racing Point, of course, not Aston Martin. And they're all in pink. And they did a lot better back then than they're doing right now. But that's another story. So there you go, everyone. The liveries have now been revealed so far for this week. There's a huge amount of liveries going around this week. I think all the teams are launching around about this week, so it's going to be a huge cluster of liveries. I'm not doing every single one individually, as I've said in earlier videos. I'll be rounding them up into like 3 or 2 or 3 at a time to get through them all. But yes, I hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks so much for watching, everyone, and I will catch you in the next one. Thank you and good night. Let me know in the comments what you think of the liveries and what you thought of the old liveries as well. Yes, don't forget, I just love those comments. Just keep them coming now. Keep them coming. Thank you and good night.